Okay, I don't care where you are or who's around. I want you to just do something very, very quickly. Okay, it's a simple exercise. And all I want you to do is I want you to just sit up a bit taller. I want you to just roll your shoulders back a little bit. Open your arms and hands if you can, if it's safe to do so. If it's not, just feel your chest opening a little bit. Lift your chin up a little bit more. Put a little bit of a smile on your face. Just a little bit of one. Don't get too crazy. Don't freak a few people out. Open your eyes a little bit wider. Maybe open your hands. Do what you can with your hands. Just open your hands, whether it's down by your side or out here, wherever they are. Just breathe into that for a minute. Sit up a little bit taller or stand up a bit taller if you're standing. Bit of a smile. Open your chest. And I want you to think of a time where you had a really good time. Either with friends, either with family, either with a lover, either on holiday, either on your own, whether you're out in nature, whether you're at a bar or club, whether you're eating a meal, whether you're at an event, whether you're working out. Just a time when you just felt really, really good. I just want you to imagine that moment, that one specific moment. There might be lots, there might only be one, but I want you to just pick one. And just for a moment, you can close your eyes if it's safe to do so. Just remember that time and just open yourself up. Okay, just quickly going to switch things up a little bit. I just want you to round your shoulders, sit down a little bit lower, just round your shoulders for a minute. Bring about maybe like a little bit of a frown on your face, just a little bit of one. Don't get like angry or mad and start smashing things up. Just a bit of a frown. Sit down, sink down, shoulders down and round, and maybe like cross your arms if you want to, or just like clench your fists and round and down. And then this time, just allow yourself the moment, the permission to think of a time that was like bad for you, bad time. Maybe you went through a breakup, maybe you made a bad business decision and lost a load of money. Maybe you had a health scare. Maybe you lost someone you loved. And just take a moment to think of that. Okay. Come back into the room, come back to me. Notice that nothing actually changed apart from your thoughts, your physiology, your thoughts, your physiology, your thoughts, your physiology. Nothing out there in the world changed. No situation, circumstance changed, just your thoughts and your physiology. Now, if I was to do that exercise again with you, and you can pause the video and do the exercise again. But if we were to do it again, and I said to you, I want you to pay attention to your energy and the thoughts that stem from those situations and circumstances, those imagined experiences, the trail of thoughts that then follow off from those, they would be completely different. In the first instance, if we got back doing the exercise again, where you're in and open and up and you were here and you're expansive and you're smiling, your eyes are open, you're remembering a good time, the thoughts that would have, if I'd have allowed you to do it, the thoughts that would have followed on from that would have been a lot higher, a lot better. Your energy definitely would have been up, kind of like what my energy is now. There's just energy flowing through me. And if we go through to the other one, the second example, where you're feeling probably like depressed or sad or upset or whatever, your thoughts would have followed that stream of feeling, and you would have, your energy would have kind of been down. You maybe would have been a bit apathetic to life, a bit despondent, a bit depressed, and just like, ugh, can't be bothered. And here's the kicker: our life, your current situation right now is only a byproduct of the thoughts, words, and actions you've taken over the whole entire time you've been alive, okay? Different video for another day about responsibility and not playing the victim to the world and situations and circumstances. Different video completely. But what the point I want to drive home today is energy, 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 energy. And the fact that unlimited amounts of it are available to you in any moment. In any moment, and they don't require you, the energy that you want doesn't require you to eat anything more, or drink anything more, or snort anything more, or inject anything more, or actually physically do anything. People say, oh, you want more energy? Yeah, go for a walk in nature, do a workout. You don't even need to do those things. You can literally change, like generate, not even change, but yeah, change state, but generate unlimited amounts of energy by your thoughts and your physiology. Just by opening yourself up and saying, you know what, I'm not going to close off anymore in life. And I've just got this from Michael Singer's book, The Untethered Soul. Highly recommend you get that book. If I can find it and work out how to do it on the tech side of things, I'll put the link in the comments below. But I've literally just taken this from that chapter. I knew a lot about this before, but what I'm about to share with you is directly out of that book. You can choose in any moment whether or not you're going to be open to the moment and the situations or people and circumstances, and have unlimited energy flow through you so that you can deal with situations, circumstances, people in the highest and best way, giving you the best chance to produce the actual desired outcome that you really want, which is a good outcome for all. It's the highest and best outcome for all. That's what you really want. You really want the best for you and everybody else. That's what you really want deep down. Not one, there might be parts of you, but deep down inside, you don't really want to get one over on somebody else, prove a point and beat them at something. You don't really want that. You don't want you to win and them to lose. What you really want is for you both to win, for you to win, the other person to win, and the world to win. That's what you really want deep down inside. And anytime that's not happening, that's when things get a little bit scratchy, a little bit. But in any moment, like Michael Singer says, you can choose. I'm going to remain open in this situation. I'm going to open my chest. I'm going to open my heart. And I'm going to come from this place of pure openness and just be open to it rather than Just what's coming through me there is boundaries. So yeah, you get to set boundaries and standards for the things in your life so people don't take the piss out of you and abuse you and stuff like that. Like, I get that, but you could still approach the whole situation with love. So you can be open to it, even if somebody is trying to oppress you or disrespect you. Instead of trying to like prove them wrong or get one over on them or beat them or something or make them feel bad and pay for what they're doing, you can come from this place of love and go, right, and can ask this question, what would love do now? And that comes from the book Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. Again, if I find a link, I'll put it near the things. It's actually a very, very good book. It's not as gaudy as the title makes out, because I rejected that book for a long time, because I was against God for a long time. That's another video for another day about why we're against God and stuff. But once I opened myself up to receiving that book, I learned so much stuff. It's fantastic. And like I said, it's not about God, some grey-haired guy with a trident behind gates. It's not about that. But anyway, the point I'm making is, you asked the question, this is the question that came from the book, what would love do now? And it's not about what would love do for that person, it's what would love do for me right now? Well, if I fully 100% unconditionally love me and respected me and thought the very best of myself and demanded the very best of myself, in that moment I can go, right, what would love do for me now in relation to this person? Oh, I might call them out on their abusive or oppressive language or behavior. I say, hey, I love myself. What you're doing, I don't agree with it. I'm not judging you for it. I don't agree with it. I'm not willing to tolerate that in my life. So thank you for showing me who you are. I see through that and say, no, I see that you're a better person than that, but right now this is who you're being and who you're showing up as, but I respect myself enough to not tolerate that. Thank you very much. Goodbye. They then have two options. They can go, oh, you or whatever, and that's how I am. And you go, okay, thank you very much. Goodbye. And you protect your energy and yourself. Or they might go, oh my God, I didn't realize I was being like that. I'm so sorry. And then a great dialogue and a great conversation can happen from that moment. And that's because you chose to come from a place of love and openness rather than this closed offness. So you still get boundaries and standards, but you're not closing off to it and going, oh, who do they think they are talking to me like, and then you like are on their level and down at their level in terms of vibration and energy, and then the both of you will go around like that, and conversation hasn't happened, dialect hasn't happened, and no one's really evolved from that situation. Then you hold judgment, then you hold resentment, then you hold anger, then you're probably going to bring up some guilt as well and shame. Oh, I didn't really handle that situation well. Again, another story for another day about the states and levels of consciousness. That's another story for another day. Today's topic is that energy and how to produce and create and what's the other word I'm looking for? Bring in unlimited amounts of energy, just like I have for this video and every single video that I'm on, where sometimes my energy is up here and sometimes it's down there. But again, no food this morning. What time is it? 11:30. No food's going into my body. I have my morning coffee every single morning anyway, but that was 7 o'clock this morning, so I don't know if it's still going on or whatever. But I know, like I said, when I was 7 days into a fast, I felt more energy than I've ever felt in my entire life, and that's 7 days of not consuming anything apart from water, just pure water, nothing even in it, no electrolytes, nothing like that. I had more energy after 7 days of not eating, because I'd literally just cleared out my system and anything that blocks this energy that is always coming through you. For example, I don't know, think of your biggest, wildest dream right now. There'll be someone watching this that they dream of winning the lottery one day, right? And if that's you, and even if it's not you, you can imagine this situation. If I said to you, hey, you won the lottery, by the way, you just won 20 million on the lottery, you never have to worry about money ever again. Think of what your state might do. Now you might say, oh, my state wouldn't change. But there's somebody watching this that would go, oh my God, that would be amazing. All the things I could do. And then all of a sudden this energy would just flow through them. Nothing's actually changed apart from me saying that you won the lottery. But all of a sudden, this energy's come through them. And then if I go, I was only joking, it's not really, you didn't really win. Oh, boom, you'd sink back down. Again, nothing changed externally, but boom, you go back down. And that's proof that you don't need anything external to shift. You don't need it in order to shift your energy. What you can do, what you get to do, like Michael Singer says, is just choosing every moment to be open to the energy flowing through you. Set boundaries and standards, yes, for the things in your life that you're willing to and not willing to accept. But allow yourself to remain open, your heart space to remain open so that this energy can just flow out of you. My question is, why wouldn't you choose to have an abundance of energy, of excitement, of joy, of happiness flowing through? Why wouldn't you choose that? Why? I don't know if you can see with the camera, goosebumps popping up now. Thinking about that myself, allowing this energy to just burst through. Why wouldn't you allow yourself to be excited all the time? Why wouldn't you do it? Oh, fear of what other people might think if I'm always happy and excited. Screw them. Why would you depress yourself just so that other people could feel okay with their depression? I'm not here to help you feel better by being down with you in the valley and going, well, it's just shitting it down here and moaning about everything. That doesn't serve anybody. What serves people is going, hey, I was down there. I was in the dirt, the dark, the tunnel with no light at the end of it and so depressed and suicidal that I thought about ending it when I had a 2-year-old boy and an unborn little girl. Leaving my family behind, leaving everybody behind. I was that dark, that depressed, that down. I've been there. Now, I couldn't help anybody when I was down there. I didn't serve anybody when I was down there. No one at all. So it doesn't serve me to keep my energy and my light dimmed. It doesn't serve me in fear of offending somebody else or in fear of somebody else comparing their life to mine and then feeling even more depressed. The way I got out of that was by looking towards the light, not spending more time looking at the darkness. So I get to be that light now for other people, and so do you. So do you. So why wouldn't you shine your light? Knowing that only people win when you shine your light and have this enthusiasm, this joy, this happiness bursting through you on a daily basis, why wouldn't you choose that? You can't logically think of any reason why you wouldn't choose that. And you can't emotionally feel any reason why you wouldn't choose that. Choose that. Your heart will say every single time, choose joy, choose happiness, choose peace, choose love, choose light, choose bigness, choose being the best, highest version of you. And emitting that out into the world, why wouldn't you? You can't think of any reason why you wouldn't. That is it today. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. In any moment, you can choose to stay open to all the energy that you could possibly desire flowing through you. And you don't need your situations to change in order for you to feel how you want to feel. You don't need that. You can just you live by your rules and go, no, my new rule is I'm gonna feel good no matter what. I'm gonna feel good no matter what. I just had an idea for my thumbnail on YouTube, so excuse me a minute while I just kind of do that. Hopefully I can get a screen grab for the thumbnail. You know, that's what I'm about. Listen, you get to make your own rules up through life. You get to do life how you want to do life. And then what happens is you give other people permission to do life their way too. And that's all us humans are crying out for. To be seen, to be heard, and to be able to express ourselves in the way that we want to. That's it. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you very much for watching. You know what to do with the channel. Like, share, subscribe, donate. It's all up to you. The links are all below. I appreciate you watching and taking the time to watch this. Speak to you soon.